let's get into it. Coach Colin news. This is a ridiculous clip. It's a short clip. It's Mayor Eric Adams. He just, I don't know if this guy has ever had a good idea. I don't know. He's just gone from let's track your meat consumption to robot police to immigrants should live in the houses of private citizens because the closer they get, the quicker the immigrant can assimilate to America. You know, just $53 million for debit cards, a pilot program. This guy's ideas are just out of whack. I didn't make up one of those things. None of those were a joke. This is real. And so's this.
Plan that states those jobs that we are in high demand, we could expedite. How do we have a large body of people that are in our city and country that are excellent swimmers, and at the same time we need lifeguards? And the only obstacle is that we won't give them the right to work to become a lifeguard. Plan.
He's like, hey, y'all, listen. We all know how these people got here, y'all. I'm just saying, you know, a lot of them had to swim. A lot of them had to swim through rivers and banks. And I'm just saying, let's get these people some work permits because we need lifeguards. Hey, man, hey, run the city. Don't worry about lifeguards. This guy, 1 week, he's just like, give me $53 million. I want to see what happens when I give the immigrants debit cards. Let me just try it. Let me just see what they do with it. And the next week, he's like, listen, lifeguards, you know, we just need lifeguards out here. Like as if all those encampments and shelters that you see filled with immigrants, there's just thousands of guys. It's like, in my country, everyone know how to swim. And it's just, I want to be a lifeguard, but everyone swim. In America, there's so many black guys that don't know how to swim, papi. I want to save them. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Although I don't know how to swim. So is it a joke, really? Some stereotypes are true. How about that? We're joking here, okay? And the crazy thing about it is, I'm joking around. He's not. Eric Adams is not joking around. But you know what? As funny and as silly as that clip is, what I think he's doing with this is he's trying to push to get all of these people work permits. And I think it's a bad idea. I think you want them to be able to work, but at the same time, they might get put in higher priority than the people who are in the city currently that need jobs. You know? It just seems like another one of those things where they're going to get treated better than the actual citizens of the state of New York. It just seems that way. You know, I mean, it's hard to argue when you talk about, again, I didn't make up the robot police thing. That's something he thinks should have been unleashed on the citizens. I didn't make up tracking meat consumption. That's something that he thinks should have been done to the citizens, and he's still working towards it. He keeps on anything that has to do with the citizens. It's just authoritarian, restricting. But anything that has to do with the illegal immigrants, it's kind of like a free-for-all. Like, let me throw some money at it, clear out this place, get out, citizens, clear out this restaurant, clear out this hotel, get in there, guys. Throw more money at them. It's like, it's getting ridiculous, you know? So the fact that he wants these people, because that's what it really is. That was a really ridiculous thing to say, like, oh, they're excellent swimmers. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you got people coming from Russia. You got dudes coming from China. You're just like assuming they're all excellent swimmers. Like, what are you talking about? Dude from Yemen. He thinks a dude from Yemen is some excellent swimmer. What's he thinking right now? He has no idea. But, you know, what he's trying to do is push for work permits. And the thing is, you know, it's such a ridiculous concept because maybe out of the 150,000 to 250,000, maybe there's 20 of them that want to be lifeguards. And that's his justification. Like, well, let's get 250,000 work permits going so these 20 guys can be lifeguards. You know, we need lifeguards. How is that even at the top of his mind? Could you imagine you're the mayor of New York and just 3 months ago you said that this whole thing is going to destroy the whole city. And months later you're like, yeah, you know, lifeguards, you know what I mean? Like, we got a bunch of excellent swimmers. And you know what? Shame on this lady. Shame on this lady right here. This lady right here, shame on her for nodding her head yes when he says that ridiculous stuff. How could you? You know what I mean? Look, she's like, I seen it. I seen a whole bunch of them swimming. Yes, sir. I seen a whole mess of them swimming. They swim over here. I know they do. Absolutely ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, this guy, I don't like de Blasio at all. But this guy, his decisions are just out of whack. They're just out of whack. They don't make any sense. You know? And again, it goes back to what Tucker Carlson said. I'll never forget. This was actually a very smart thing that he said. He said, even if your leaders are dumb, he's like, if they're dumb and they love you, they'll do a good job just based on the fact that they love you. And if they're really smart and they don't like you, despise you, well, they're going to hurt you. They're just going to. And this guy's not really intelligent. And he doesn't love the citizens. So this is just a terrible combination. What's he doing? It's so odd. It's so odd that you don't see more mayors and governors, you know, DeSantis not included in this conversation. It's crazy you don't see them going above and beyond and saying, I'm going to do this for these people. Like right now, the only thing he should be worried about is trying to get involved in the process of making New York no longer a sanctuary city. That's the only thing he should be thinking of. He should be talking to the governor, like what laws have to pass, what has to happen so we're not a sanctuary city anymore. How is that not at the top of his agenda? Lifeguards. This costs money. It's not free for these people to sit down and do all this and have cameras here. This costs money. And he's talking about lifeguards, work permits for lifeguards. What are you talking about? So weird. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't get it with this guy at all. Like, not even slightly do I understand the decisions that he's making. But you let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should we get these excellent swimmers work permits? See, this is why so many people love Trump. Because Trump's not worried about lifeguards. He doesn't care who could swim, who can't swim. He doesn't care about any of that. He's like, they all gotta go. They all gotta go. That's it. That's it. They all gotta go. And it's so funny because someone like Eric Adams, who doesn't exactly like Trump, is going to benefit massively from Trump's plan when he's reelected. You know? I don't know. So weird to me. Anyways, guys, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Other than that, I'm out.